Good morning. Wonderful to have you here. My name is Dr Belle Alderman. I'm the Director of the National Centre for Australian Children's Literature. Wonderful to have you here. Now I'd like to introduce the person whose vision it was to have this National Centre. This is Lou Rees. In 1974, Lou Rees, who was then President of the ACT branch of the Children's Book Council, said, we have to have a national collection of Australian children's books. We have to have it so that we can inspire teachers and librarians who will then go on and inspire children to become literate readers, wonderful readers, love books, and everything to do with authors and illustrators. And all the other branches of the Children's Book Council said, what a great idea, go ahead, you do it. So in 1974, she began collecting books. She had a small collection of her own, and she donated those as a start. She then said, well, I think that we should also have a file about authors and illustrators that would contain biographical information, maybe a recording of their talking, a photograph, so that they would place that author and the illustrator in the field itself. So Lou Rees began it all. Now in 1983, when Lou died, was in her hospital bed, and she pointed a finger at me and said, Belle, it's up to you to carry on the vision. And I said, okay, I will. And so that was the story of how it all began. Now, when the collection began, all there was the files and the books. Now, sooner or later, as you would imagine, the bookshelves filled up that she had for this collection. In 1979, she thought, we really have to have the translations because Australian children's books are loved by children all over the world. So she started collecting those, and then all the bookshelves were full. So she looked around and said, where would be a good place to house it? And being a member of the Book Council, I said, I know a great place. I teach children's literature at the University of Canberra. We would love to have it there, I'm sure. So we negotiated that, and in 1980, this collection came to the University of Canberra. It's owned not by the university, it's an incorporated body, so it has its own board of governance, it does its own thing, but what it does is it serves this community of students of education, cultural heritage, graphic design, creative writing, nurse education, even architects are interested in cubby houses in children's books. So all of these people said, what a wonderful thing, because if you go to public and school libraries, the best books are already checked out. But here we have every book and every edition and every translation. So that was the beginning, books and files. Now I'll go in here and show you how the files have changed.